I am honored to introduce our year 2008 salutatorian, Sam Mallon, who has attained a staggering overall weighted average of 99.11. Sam, will you stand by me as I present you to this commencement gathering? Sam embodies all the virtues you would expect from someone who rises to the top tier of this very competitive class. Intellectual rigor, persistence, unwavering work ethic, and omnivorous curiosity. He has all that, and he's a committed environmentalist and a very talented musician. His writing mentor told me that she looks forward to conferences with Sam because she enjoys playing with ideas, and she regards Sam as an intellectual peer who is also stimulated by making cerebral connections. Sam has many interests. He altered his car so that it runs on biofuel, which he collects from Water Moon Restaurant in town. His AP economics teacher marveled that he went to all this trouble not to save money, he was an economics teacher, but strictly for environmental reasons. Music is one of Sam's passions. He practices 4 hours every night, and it shows. At the final jazz concert a few weeks ago, Sam's solo drum execution was riveting. It was the kind of jaw-dropping performance that made the audience feel they were in a downtown jazz club. Sam is a one-man percussion section, working the drum set, snare drum, kettle drums, bells, mallets, all in the same piece. Jazz band impresario Dan Brown says that Sam is perhaps the best all-around musician we ever had. This compliment encompasses more than just his musical talent. It includes his attitude and his teamwork approach to making music. He brings the maturity of a studio pro in creating the heartbeat of an ensemble. Percussionists talk about playing the beat in the pocket, which means the ability to stay in time, but paradoxically give the impression of simultaneously playing ahead of and behind the beat. It is a complicated enterprise to toy with time, but still maintain it. In profiling students, I try to avoid their formal resume and instead look for a story, particularly a witty story, that reveals something central about the student. When I asked his friends, they said that Sam was around a lot when funny things happened, but the funny things do not particularly happen to him. Then someone remembered the time in English class when they were reading Jane Eyre, and Sam screened a PowerPoint with photos of himself in a bonnet, impersonating the book's protagonist in falsetto. Then someone recalled his hilarious Zoolander performance on Halloween, where he memorably extracted his underpants while wearing his regular pants. Undeniably, this is a man of many talents. Please welcome the accomplished, modest, versatile Sam Mallon, the 2008 salutatorian.
People must think I enjoy dressing up as women and male models. I think it must have been all those years that my sister made me play Pretty Pretty Princess with her. Well, recently a friend of mine, she's also a Latin scholar, she explained to me that the translations of valedictorian and salutatorian. It turns out a valedictorian is one who says goodbye, whereas a salutatorian is one who says hello. So hello. It's always been easier for me to say hello than goodbye to people. In fact, I have to admit to Alyssa, who is the class valedictorian, that I was holding back all these years in school so that I wouldn't have to be the one to say goodbye at graduation. Those days in gym when I decided not to climb the rock wall may have been motivated by more than just those constricting harnesses. I jest. Alyssa's been my friend for quite some time now, and I hope she knows just how much I've valued sitting next to her in AP Chemistry this year, and how much I admire her determination, intellect, and wit. She's handled hectic school schedules and homework loads with grace, and I can't say enough to show my respect for her as a student, but more importantly as a person. As I said before, I'm not one for saying goodbye, and for the time being, I think it's our duty as graduates to be role models and aides for the students below us. I wrote a quote in my will for both senior year and 8th grade, and I'll say it now because it's the best piece of advice I can give. And that is, life's what you make it. There's always something to be gained or learned from what you're doing right now. Never give up on that opportunity. If you decide that life's a bore, it probably will be. Or if you take a positive stance on your surroundings, I suspect you'll be a happier person. I should mention that that quote came from a song by Talk Talk from 1986. And it's a great song, and believe it or not, I heard it in the game Grand Theft Auto. Now, I don't know how instructive or productive the rest of the game is. You can certainly make life rather uncomfortable for those other computer characters. But it shows that there is value in every apparently dirty side of life. And, Dad, I should probably admit at this point that I do own that game. Hopefully you can see that it hasn't done very much harm. Well, when I first moved here, I was a little bitter and unhappy. I moved here in 8th grade. But I've always tried to make the best of my situation. In the process, I've learned some valuable things. For instance, it's important to know in Rye that about 2 o'clock in the morning during the summer, there's a police car crouching on the side of Playland Parkway, tracking down unsuspecting speeders. That legitimate and legit are two very separate words. Let's see. That those markers with which you write on football players' cars before games really aren't erasable. That orange illegal parking stickers don't match with my Colorado red pearl paint job. And that eventually all our ploys to get onto YouTube and our school's overprotected network will be discovered. And that's really easy to find what you're looking for at Salvation Army. In fact, picking out costumes for Halloween took a quick 5 minutes in the women's section. More seriously, I've learned that people come and go, and some leave us forever and much too soon. That love can hit us at even our young age, and that the people of Rye are inherently generous and good to one another. And so with great excitement and apprehension, I say to all of you, hello. Hello and welcome to our last summer before college and to the beginning of a new life. May your lives be filled with all the beauty this world has to offer. Thank you.